Hey there, it's Mr. Trish over at Global, and today we are going to do some space traveling. And what that means is this. Take a look at this. This is called the Space Travel Starter. It's the file you get to begin this assignment. And you'll see I've got a go-to block and a bunch of different glides and weights. And I've got a few sprites here. I've got a flying saucer, Earth, Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. And Earth doesn't even need any programming, neither does Mars, Saturn, or Pluto. You just have to know where they are for now. The flying saucer gets all my programming. I'll look at my flying saucer. It's right here. I'll show you where it is. And when I click the green flag, it's going to travel to Earth because it's my go-to. And it's going to glide around. So I'll show you its little pattern right here. It clicks, it goes immediately to Earth. It jumps there, which is indelicate. And then it goes to, after it goes to Mars, it goes up to Saturn. And then it goes back to Earth, and it goes over to Pluto. And I pretty much have to, in order to control it, I would have to sit down and I'd have to reprogram all these glide paths. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to do something a lot more efficient. You're going to go over to here, and you're going to make blocks. Go to Earth, go to Mars, go to Pluto, go to Saturn. How do these work? Well, we're going to make the go to Mars block for you. We're going to do this together. And then you're going to have to do go to Saturn, you're going to have to go to Pluto, and you're going to have to do go to Earth. And you have to take care of all of them so that it travels smoothly between the different planet destinations. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to pull this apart, I'm going to move this comment over here, and I'm going to pull this guy out. And the go-to, let's take a look at what the go-to does. I'm going to test this. I'll pull this apart here, and I click go-to. And I'll move this guy in the middle to see what happens. And I'll click go to, and it jumps right there. The fact is, you never saw it jump anywhere except for the beginning. So we don't want it to jump. We want it to glide smoothly. So I'm going to do something called make a block, and I'm going to make a block called go to Mars. Go over here to my blocks. And I click make a block. And I type in go to Mars. That's all I got to do. Type in go to Mars. If you look, it's right here. And I'm pretty sure these blocks were probably the ones that took me to Mars. Sure did. So wherever I put it, these two blocks right here, it glides from wherever it is to just above Mars, and then it does a cute little landing thing. So I'm going to throw that here, and what do you know? It actually does land there. I could bring it over here to test it. Well, what do you know? I have my go to Mars block. As a matter of fact, just to test it, I'll pull my spaceship to the middle of the screen. I'll say, when green flag clicked, use the go to Mars block, which I've defined. I've told you that go to Mars does this. So wherever it is, when I click the go to Mars block, that's what it's going to do. You have to do the following. You have to do travel to Mars, travel to Saturn, travel to Pluto, travel to Earth. I put travel here on the slide. You can click go to, it doesn't matter. You're going to reorder the spaceship's travel to different planets. So if you look at it, I gave you a bunch of different orders. I could scramble this up. I could do this differently, where I could have it going, different orders, where it could go, I could change it Pluto to Earth, Pluto, Mars, Earth. So the second trip through this, it's going to go ahead and it does Mars, then it goes to Saturn. Now it's going to go back to Earth. And then here it's going to go over to Pluto next. And all I have to do is scramble up my order, and then it's going to go over to Mars, and it's going to go back to Earth. Whatever I tell it to do with these blocks, I made all these blocks, I could reorder it and have it do anything I want it to do. And your other extra credit is, after you've reordered it, is you can add a destination. Put in another planet. Or you can put in the Great McDonald's in the sky. And you could have a button to give the user a choice, which you could use as a sprite and say, okay, go to McDonald's, and it could go to Pluto, and then it could go to McDonald's, or it can go to wherever it wants to go out in space and have another choice, and that gives you an extra credit. It's a little bit more of a challenge. We're not going to tell you how to do the extra credit. That's why it's extra credit. You got to do a little extra thinking. So this is the 30-point requirement, and then for the extra credit of 5 points, you're going to add a destination and give the user some choice. Hope that makes some sense. Best of luck to you.